We'll get started then. Welcome to the regularly scheduled meeting of the Montezuma County Planning and Zoning Commission. It's being held in the Commissioners' Meeting Room in the Montezuma County Administrative Offices, 109 West Main, Room 270, Cortez, Colorado. We'll open with the Pledge of Allegiance and then a moment of silence. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Can I have roll call done?
Commissioner Farian is absent. Commissioner Hernandez?
Here.
Commissioner Saunders?
Here.
Commissioner Taylor is absent. Commissioner Lynch?
Here.
Commissioner Neergaard?
Here.
Also present are Don Haley and Jane Duncan of the County Planning. Please silence your cell phones during the meeting. If you need to take an important call, you can step outside and answer that. Have we had the opportunity to review our minutes from last month?
Yes,
Okay. Do we have any corrections?
I've got a couple. On page 10, near the bottom, where it says conditions to the motion, the first one is 55 decibels at property line is maintained. The second one says signage on north side of Road 41. That's a north-south running road. This should actually say something to the effect, signage on Road 41 on approach to the events from Mancus. That's basically on the north of the property coming to the property.
Correct, the sign would be on the south side of the property, heading north. Right?
I misunderstood that. I thought you meant, you made the
Right, I
comments,
made the
correct?
comment, right.
I thought you meant that where the people were coming from town to the event center, which is from the north.
Right, no, that is a visible. It's coming from the south that you crest that little hill before you hit that driveway.
Okay.
That's- yeah.
Don, would that need to be a corrected motion then? Because they said north side on them, on the recording.
We can change the verbiage just for clarity.
Okay,
Northbound lane.
It's the northbound lane, right, south of the driveway, yeah.
And then the second one is on the last page, page 12. Under the second bullet, the last sentence there refers to a quote, clip notes quote. That should say cliff notes within quotes, CLIFF.
That's just a spelling.
Yeah.
Okay. Can we have maybe a motion for minutes?
I'll make a motion to approve the June 8th planning and zoning minutes.
I'll second.
Okay. With those corrections, can we call for a vote then?
Commissioner Hernandez?
Aye.
Commissioner Saunders?
Aye.
Commissioner Lynch?
Aye.
Commissioner Neergaard?
Aye.
Motion was passed unanimously. All right. The Montezuma Planning Commission welcomes you to this meeting. This board is comprised of members who are tasked to make recommendations to the Board of County Commissioners. We are not the decision makers. We encourage public comment after each permit. Persons speaking during the public comment will be limited to 3 minutes, or depending on the number of people wishing to speak, it may be reduced at the discretion of the Planning Commission. to allow all members of the public the opportunity to address their thoughts and concerns. When addressing, please come to the podium, state your name and address for the record prior to providing your comments. Comments to individual applicants are not permitted. Participants may not yield their time. I will be voting tonight. Roll call, please, John.
Commissioner Hernandez,
Here.
Commissioner Saunders,
Here.
Commissioner Lynch,
Here.
Commissioner Neergard.
Here.
Okay. Notice is hereby given to the Montezuma County Planning and Zoning Commission will hold a public hearing for the purpose of reviewing and determining recommendations to be made to the Board of County Commissioners regarding a proposed two-lot moderate subdivision and AR 3-9 rezoning application submitted by Jim and Sharon Krater, agent Keenen Lovett, on the property located at 4303 Road 21, Cortez, Colorado, consisting of 20 acres more or less, located west of Road 21, north of Road D, situated in Section 24, Township 35, Range 17 west of the New Mexico Prime Meridian. With the application, oh, he's already there. What a guy. You snuck in. Go
Ready
back,
to
sit
roll.
down until I call you.
He's on the clock.
He's on the clock. Okay, Jane. Was the okay, let's start again. This is a public hearing. Was the public notice published?
Yes, sir?
Evidence to the letters of adjoining neighbors and mineral owners submitted?
Yes, sir?
And was the sign posted?
Yes, sir?
Okay. The planning department findings, please.
The Kraters are proposing to create a two-lot moderate subdivision for residential purposes. There is already a house dwelling structure on the property, so all of the utility infrastructure is in place. And so is the driveway access off of Road 21.
Okay.
If there is a new access needing to be done, they will need to contact the road department. For a new septic system, they would need to have a design drawn up by a licensed engineer and permitted through the county health department. And that's it.
Okay.
And they do plan on utilizing a new access, which I have already submitted a new driveway application pending the outcome of the ultimate subdivision.
Okay. Okay, planning commission discussion, anybody?
Nothing here?
Nope.
Okay, nothing myself. Then if, we'll have public comment. Any of the public wishing to speak on this? No hands, nobody up? Okay, we'll entertain a motion.
Okay, I'll make a motion to recommend to the Board of County Commissioners to approve a proposed two-lot moderate subdivision and AR 3-9 rezoning application submitted by Jim and Sharon Krater, agent Keenen Lovett, based on the following. The proposed use is in conformity with the code. The proposed use shall not generate any significant adverse impacts on other property in the area, and public utilities and services are available or can be made available to support uses consistent with the proposed zoning, and I have no conditions.
Okay, and I did have a comment, I forgot. As in before, Don, I'd like to see if we can get the new owner, when the property's sold, to be noticed that we do have county land use code. That'd be my only condition.
The new owner was just notified. They're sitting right there, so.
There we go,
Yeah.
solved,
Yeah.
perfect, that's perfect.
That was quick.
That
Good
was
job.
quick.
I like it,
Okay.
On the clock.
yes. Okay, then we'll call for, it's second?
I'll second.
Okay, Mike, second. Okay, call for the vote, Don?
Commissioner Hernandez,
Aye?
Commissioner Saunders,
Aye.
Commissioner Lynch,
Aye.
Commissioner Neergard.
Aye.
Okay, the vote was passed unanimously. Congratulations,
All right.
thank you.
Thank you for your time.
I'll be in contact with Katie.
Was that okay, Jane? Okay. Okay, we'll have roll call, please, Donna.
Commissioner Hernandez,
Present.
Commissioner Saunders,
Here.
Commissioner Lynch,
Here.
Commissioner Neergard.
Here.
Okay. Number 2, notice is hereby given that the Montezuma County Planning and Zoning Commission will hold a public hearing for the purpose of reviewing and determining recommendations to be made to the Board of County Commissioners regarding a proposed 3-lot moderate subdivision and AR 3-9 rezoning application submitted by Larry and Liana Wright on property located at 8435 Road 25, Cortez, Colorado, consisting of 19.85 acres, more or less, located west of Road 25, north of Road H, situated in Section 34, Township 36 North, Range 16 west of the New Mexico Prime Meridian. The applicant would like to come forward. Howdy. Okay, Jane, was this the public hearing? Was the public notice published?
Yes, sir?
Was evidence to letters of the adjoining neighbors and mineral owners submitted?
Yes, sir?
Was the sign posted?
Yes, sir?
Okay, department findings.
Larry likes to go by Brad. Brad and Liana are proposing to create a 3-lot moderate subdivision consisting of 2 3 more or less acres and 1 13.85 more or less acres parcels. Both 3-acre parcels will be gifted to their children. There is a residential structure already on the property. They have already been in contact with Rob, the superintendent of the road department, and he has done a pre-inspection on their property and has okayed the location of the proposed driveways. They have also been in contact with the utilities, and they have already been on their property.
Okay,
So they've got everything going.
okay. So I assume then that Road 25 has the utility, the overhead electric. That's okay. Okay,
Empire Electric is okay with everything, so.
okay. Would the applicant like to add to that?
You don't have to.
Okay, do we have public comment? Anyone? Okay, back to the commissioners. Any questions?
Yes. Don, when I went out and looked at the property, there's a huge percentage of each of these 2 lots have rock, solid rock at the surface. And I'm wondering what would be done in regards to the septic on those properties. It didn't, when I think about it, I can't see the whole property, but
Right.
it just looked like a large percentage. What does a person do for that problem? Is there a solution to that, or do they just leave that up to the owners to figure out? How does that work?
Yeah, that would be up to the septic engineer. So you can put your system on rock. You'd have to over excavate it, and I believe there's a 4-foot separation layer above the rock layer. But septic engineers, they've got several different methods on dealing with septic systems. It's just a matter of where on the property, it fits best and what it might end up costing.
Okay, so what I'm hearing is it's a problem that can be overcome by the landowner.
Correct.
It can't be engineered then.
Yeah, because I mean, obviously 3 acres in a little square like that, some of those little fissures through there and stuff, they could be deposits there where there isn't as much rock, and they may be able to fit a septic in between. It's just gonna have to take some investigation by the engineer.
Thank you.
Anybody
Yeah,
else?
can you turn on your microphone, please?
Sorry, can you hear me now? Okay.
No, you're good.
So our son, the plan is, our son Isaiah, this is our son Isaiah. He's gonna be putting a modular on that lower portion. And Wes from American West Homes is engineering the whole system. And he's been out and looked at it, and I'll let Isaiah comment on how that's working.
He came out and we walked the area with him, kind of looked at the general area of where he felt we'd be able to place the home and be able to put a septic in. If you can see the dirt area towards the road side of the lot, closer over towards the, I guess that'd be the north side of the property line on of the bottom parcel. It is significantly higher than all the rock behind it. So he said that it would allow for a septic to be out in anywhere around that area and then be brought back in, was what he had looked at.
Okay.
Okay, and this is an engineer from Durango, you said?
No, it is Wes Jones with American West Homes. He does everything.
He still has to have the engineer.
Say again?
The engineer still has to approve it.
Okay.
But yes,
Okay.
yeah, there's an engineer in that process. He's not one though.
Yeah, you just need to make sure that it's engineer stamped
Yep.
design.
Yep.
Okay. All right, entertain a motion.
I will make a motion to recommend to the Board of County Commissioners to approve a proposed 3-lot moderate subdivision and AR 3-9 rezoning application submitted by Larry and Liana Wright based on the following. The proposed use is in conformity with the code. The proposed use shall not generate any significant adverse impacts on other property in the area, and public utilities and services are available or can be made available to support uses consistent with the proposed zoning. And I have no conditions.
Second.
I'll second.
Second by Ted. Okay, no further discussion. We'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Hernandez,
Aye.
Commissioner Saunders,
Aye.
Commissioner Lynch,
Aye.
Commissioner Neergard.
Aye.
Okay, the motion was carried unanimously. Thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I'll be in touch, Leon.
Okay. Moving along, a roll call done.
Commissioner Hernandez,
Present.
Commissioner Saunders,
Here.
Commissioner Lynch,
Here.
Commissioner Neergard.
Here.
Okay. Number 3, notice is hereby given that the Montezuma County Planning and Zoning Commission will hold a public hearing for the purpose of reviewing and determining recommendations to be made to the Board of County Commissioners regarding a proposed amendment application to the Jason's single lot development submitted by Clay and Sarah South on property located at 23286 Road T, Dolores, consisting of 3.28 acres, more or less, and Summer Camp Cattle LLC on property located to be determined on Road T, Dolores, Colorado, consisting of 70.61 acres, more or less, located east of Road 23, north of Road S, situated in Section 21, Township 37 North, Range 16 West of the New Mexico Prime Meridian. The applicants like to come forward, please. Okay, Jane, this is a public hearing. Was the public notice published?
Yes, sir?
Was the evidence of letters to the adjoining neighbors and mineral owners submitted?
Yes, sir?
Was the sign posted?
Yes, sir?
Okay, planning department findings.
Both applicants are, Summer Camp Cattle wants to build on a 35-acre lot to the south of Mr. and Mrs. South lot and are looking to have a more straight driveway accessed on the east side of the property in lieu of running a driveway near Mr. and Mrs. South's lot. And all the infrastructure is in. All they're doing right now is just switching the driveway access from one side of the property to the other side of the property, and that's it. If it wasn't for the south property being in a subdivision, it would just be a boundary line adjustment. But now it has to go through the process.
Okay.
It's only 40 feet. Just taking it from here.
So, I'm sorry, what did you say?
Is it supposed to be 60?
No.
There you go.
For a
40 feet from here, that we're taking of ours, putting on theirs, and they're giving us.
East, from
It's
east
just
to the
an
west,
exchange.
straight flats.
So we can drive straight down instead of having to drive down this way, all across the back of their property, and then straight down and mess up their whole life and house and drive back and forth from their house.
Okay, so it exists, a flag lot right now then, and they're just gonna move the pole to the other side, basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. Correct.
Okay. And this can't be a boundary adjustment because of the subdivision, correct?
Yes, because the Mr. and Mrs. South's property is in the single lot development.
Okay. Okay. Anybody else?
Yes.
Okay.
In the application, part number 7 mentions the land use code 9103.4 exemptions and restates the land use code, the Board of County Commissioners may grant exemptions. And I was not understanding what exemption that you're asking for.
I have no idea what exemption is there, other than,
They're asking for an exemption.
So that might be a,
we're just switching 40 feet.
That is part of the
40
application,
feet.
and they're not asking for an exemption. They're doing a boundary line adjustment.
okay.
It's a common lot line change.
And then, I have a question for Dawn. On it would be the east side where they're proposing to have that property and have the driveway. If I understand correctly, you want the driveway's gonna be on the east side, not on the west.
Correct. And
Correct.
there's already a driveway there that comes into the south property and a hay barn.
So when I visited, there's a culvert on the road in that 40-foot space. And that's a county-maintained road. Is that up to what does the county, what kind of a problem does that create with the county, having a culvert where you want to put a road? Is there enough room to get by the culvert, or does the county now have to move the culvert because they want to put a road in?
There's a lot of room to put, there's more than,
So you're saying County Road T has a culvert right here?
Yes, let's see, is that it right there?
It's
On
probably
the
out of
photo.
it's probably out of the road boundary, and it was actually put in by the landowners.
That's about where it's at too, from my memory.
If it is out of the,
There's gonna have to be a driveway permit obtained, so,
Right.
if it's a 30-foot wide driveway, then they can miss that culvert. I I don't know about a culvert being located there or what that condition is.
The road department would require a culvert for the road,
Right.
for the road crossing.
Well, for the driveway road,
For
but
the
I think
driveway.
Mike's saying that there's a road under Road T connecting north and south. Is that correct?
Yeah, a culvert underneath Road T that connects the north of the road
Oh,
to
I
the
see.
south of the
I
road.
see what you're saying.
Did you happen to look at the north part of that culvert?
No, ma'am, I did not.
It's totally covered with dirt, so. there's-
Non-functionable?
It's a non-functional culvert.
Non-functioning.
Might be in an abandoned in place culvert then.
Yeah.
But they will have to obtain a driveway permit there so that that can be addressed with Road and Bridge for sure.
Okay. Make that a comment.
And then on this, it doesn't, I guess it doesn't affect this application, but the property to the east has, well, never mind. I'll talk to you about it. It doesn't apply, it doesn't affect this application, so I'll talk to you about it offline. I have no further questions.
Okay. Public comment? Anyone? No? Okay. Back to us, nothing? We'll entertain a motion then.
I'll make a motion to recommend to the Board of County Commissioners to approve a proposed amendment application to the adjacent single lot development submitted by Clay and Sarah South on a property located at 23286 Road T, Dolores, Colorado, consisting of 3.28 acres more or less, and Summer Camp Cattle LLC, based on the following. The proposed use is in conformity with the code. The proposed use shall not generate any significant adverse impacts on other property in the area, and public utilities and services are available or can be made available to support uses consistent with the proposed zoning. And I have no conditions.
Okay, there are no conditions. Second by,
I'll second.
okay, Ted. No other discussion? We'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Hernandez,
Aye.
Commissioner Saunders,
Aye.
Commissioner Lynch,
Aye.
Commissioner Neergard.
Aye.
Okay, the motion carried. It was unanimous.
I'll be in touch, Sherry, or I'll talk to Matt.
Okay, we have a roll call done.
Commissioner Hernandez,
Here.
Commissioner Saunders,
Here.
Commissioner Lynch,
Here.
Commissioner Neergard.
Here.
Item number 4 is going to be continued from June 8th of 2023. Notice is hereby given. The Montezuma County Planning Zoning Commission will hold a public hearing for the purpose of reviewing and determining recommendations to be made to the Board of County Commissioners regarding a proposed 2-lot moderate subdivision and AR 3-9 rezoning application submitted by Nelda Jones on property located at 31522 Road W, Dolores, Colorado, consisting of 17.50 acres more or less, located south of Road W, east of Road 31, situated Section 2, Township 37 North, Range 15 west of the New Mexico Prime Meridian. Oh, she's here. She's another quick one. Okay. Jane, was the public notice published?
Yes, sir?
And evidence of letters of joining neighbors and mineral owners submitted?
Yes, sir?
And the sign was posted?
Yes, sir?
Okay. Planning Department findings, please.
Ms. Jones is proposing to divide the property into one 14.49 acre more or less parcel and one 3.01 acre parcel, and will be selling the smaller parcel. The property, the surrounding properties consist of residential, small and large agricultural uses, along with the U.S. Forest Service to the north and east of the subject property. There is currently one residence on the property, and so all infrastructure for utilities is in place. And there, for the new parcel, they will need to get a driveway permit for new driveway.
Okay. Discussion. Anybody? Okay, I have, well, again, you just answered the Road W, new access septic system's gonna be taken care of. I'm gonna have to haul water, I guess, because I live on the other end of Road W. So I know that everybody hauls water up there.
Yep,
Yeah.
I know.
Okay, again, my comment is gonna be the new owner be notified of the county land use code. We'll make that a
The
condition.
new owner is right there.
Oh, there we go.
You're 2 for 2?
2 for 2. I love it. I love it. I'm great. This is going well.
Wes Jones will be helping me with everything that I need, American Homes out here. So he will be putting in the septic, the cistern, the foundation and all that.
Yeah, and it's going to be a modular. Yeah.
It's going to be a double wide.
Okay. Anything from anybody? Public comment? Yeah, okay.
It's Queenie or nobody.
Okay, then, I'll entertain a motion.
Okay. I'll make a motion to recommend to the Board of County Commissioners to approve a proposed 2-lot moderate subdivision and AR 3-9 rezoning application submitted by Nelda Jones based on the following. The proposed use is in conformity with the code. The proposed use shall not generate any significant adverse impacts on other property in the area, and public utilities and services are available or can be made available to support uses consistent with the proposed zoning, and I have no conditions.
I'll second it.
Okay. Mike second, and no further discussion. We'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Hernandez.
Aye.
Commissioner Saunders.
Aye.
Commissioner Lynch.
Aye.
Commissioner Neergard.
Aye.
Okay, motion passed, carried.
Thank you.
Unanimously.
Thank you.
Good luck.
All right,
Congrats.
thank you.
Okay, roll call then.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
I love her and her grandkids.
Great.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Commissioner Hernandez.
Here?
Commissioner Saunders.
Here.
Commissioner Lynch.
Here.
Commissioner Neergard.
Here.
I had something. The last two applications, on the first page, they refer to the out-of-date land use code, so I'd like to suggest that maybe you guys go through all your permit application forms and update. I know you already made an update to one of them, but sometimes I'm seeing they're referring to land use codes before the 2020 version, which are out of date and don't apply anymore, so.
Yeah, I think they've all been updated now. These that were already sent out, we didn't make them redo the application, but
Okay.
I can double check that again.
And it's possible that the applications were given to the applicant and they submitted them prior to our changes.
Okay. Well, not too bad for my first one.
Only other item.
Smooth, though. That was smooth.
Yeah, only other information I've got is that our second floor up here are changing our office hours. I think you probably saw the notice on the doors that planning will be open Monday through Thursday from 5 to 7, 7 to 5 p.m. and not on Fridays.
Taken out.
So it's,
4-day week.
it'll be the same as what the clerk, assessor, and treasurer are doing.
As of April
starting April the 14th.
August.
Yeah, I was gonna say April, we already started a long time ago. Nobody's,
August 14th.
August 14th.
you guys have been showing up on Friday for no reason.
Okay.
Yeah, I almost got that right.
New hours, huh?
Yes, and Don, if he comes in at 5 a.m. to 7 p.m., he's on his own.
Yeah.
That's only in April.
Additionally, I requested a map that is supposed to be Exhibit 1 in the land use code, and so I've got some copies to hand out to you guys. If you don't, you may already have it, but since I'm new to it, I don't have it. And it's just a map showing the Dolores River Valley designated properties. So if you don't have it, I've got a copy here for you. It's supposed to come with a CD. I don't have the CDs yet, but I'll request those as well.
I don't have anything that can use a CD. Now that I think about it.
Yeah.
My
My
computer,
computer,
I don't have a
it's only
thing.
flash cards.
We don't have a DVD either.
The answer would be go on to the website, the county website,
Pull it out.
and use the GIS, but
Yeah, that's what I would, I just like,
Yeah,
huh,
nobody used CDs.
I wouldn't be able to do that.
The little CD didn't last very long. So they went from the big one to the little one, and that
Yeah,
short-lived.
isn't it? Yeah.
And then boom, they're all gone.
Yeah.
And they have
Thank
the
you.
old floppies. Remember
Thank
the
you, Mike.
old floppies in their paper sleeve?
Holy Moses, Don, you're showing your age. Floppies, yeah.
And-
Mainframe.
And the
mainframe.
modem for your landline, you took the phone receiver and you stuck it in the little cups.
Put it over the cradle, yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, before your time, Haley.
a floppy, isn't that one of those sandal things?
Right.
3.5 inch, 4.5 inch. 4.5 inch.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Well, I
yeah.
heard the call out to the community to not misinterpret what we say here. So hopefully that works.
Even if it's cut and spliced and patched into an advertisement?
Yeah.
Yeah. We're
I
not
didn't know,
adopt-
I didn't
we're-
know there was one on the radio.
We're not adopting any municipality land use codes.
It's official.
Anything else? Don?
Dinner time.
Nope.
Okay. Well, let's make a motion, somebody, and we'll get out of here.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
You're doing good, Haley.
I'll second it.
I'm
Who
hungry.
second?
I'll second.
You did?
10 seconds. Turned. Wow. 6:40, that's a record.
This is a record.
That's a record. Oh, no. Holy mackerel's a lot of properties.
So I've been trying to move them to a new house by myself, because they have been banged up. They've been doing what they can do, but we are in the new house.
Man.
Had to pull the carpet out and fix the popcorn ceiling and do some basic texturing and painting and new flooring, but we're there. And so, and then my contractor that was helping me get in and make the motorcycle out of the outside, so the last 2 months have been pretty hectic at our house, so that's,
Oh,
while the best year alive, that's the main thing.
Man.
are you doing okay?
Yeah, I think.
I'm gonna stay here tonight. I'm not going near traffic.
Oh, my goodness. That's a lot to handle.
Especially around here, that's kind of weird, yeah.
Yeah, that takes time. And then you're like, why did I pack this and bring it?
Yeah.